Director, for giving this opportunity to deliver a talk for Institute Professor Lecture Series. Since I am a member of Center for Innovation and Incubation, I have been receiving so many applications related to patent, but they were not properly drafted. So I thought, having my experience in patenting, so I want to enlighten you about those things. And this is our institute website. And so the outline of my talk will be like this: World IP Day. This is a theme every year they will try to put it. And let me introduce what is intellectual property rights and kinds of IPR, how to find out a patentable invention and what cannot be patented, fee structure and drafting skills. So it should be a general for everyone to know, and some success stories and case studies. This I would like to highlight. So this is the World IP 2024. Again, it will be renewed in 2025 in April. So last year it was IP and the SDGs. SDGs is United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. So IP should be concentrating on, it should be useful for common man and common future, for innovation and creativity. So what do you mean by intellectual property? Intellectual property is something which is generated from your brain. So it can be an idea, it can be a song which you can write, it can be a poem, anything. So it is the legal rights what you get it. So once you have an IP, intellectual property protection, then you will have legal rights for that, which could be an industrial product or scientific or literary or artistic fields, anything. So this is the legal rights you are getting, and with the rights we are going to benefit from it in terms of not monetary benefits, in terms of revenue and other things. In simple language, if I want to tell you that, who is she? Saraswati. So Mata Saraswati is representation of knowledge. So if you have an intellectual property rights, IP rights, and if you can able to do the technology transfer of technology, you can earn money. So that's the main purpose of going for a patent. Okay, you may thinking that professor is telling to earn money, but it's not that the way. Now we are talking only about the IPR, but this is not the final stage. When we should take a patent or any IPR, so we should target it for commercialization. It should go into the market and it should serve the mankind. So that should be the total goal. Okay. So little part of that one we are trying to understand today. So let me tell you different kinds of IPR, because only you may be knowing that patent. So every time you say that I want a patent or I will file a patent and so on. But patent is one form of an IPR. There are many forms. So what can be patented here? Patent you can do only for two things: a process or a product. If you have developed a process, which could be management process, which could be chemical process, which could be industrial process, any process, a process or a product, you have developed a new device. Okay, only for these two things only you are going to get patent, which is a technology and which is valid for 20 years. Once you file it, from there to 20 years it will be your property. After 20 years it will be public property. Anybody can use it and earn money. It means that if I have taken a patent, so without my permission nobody can sell it. Okay, but you can do R&D. It's not like it is my own thing and nobody can work on that one. You can work it, but not for money or commercial benefit. Okay. See, if you want to understand all forms of IPR, easiest way is imagine a house. Suppose you have a house which is, extra house, let us say already you are there in one house. So if you have a house, what you can do with that house, same thing you can apply for this, any form of IPR. So if you have a house, what you will do? What you can do with it? You can stay in that, means for your own. Okay, if you have a patent or something, you can keep it for your own benefit, your commercial or your business improvement or anything. If you have a patent, you can own it. Okay. What is the other? Suppose you have already you are staying in one house. You can give rent. You can give for rent. So here we call it as licensing. I am the owner, but I can give my house for renting. Okay. So there it is called licensing. Again, it's not like somebody comes and you give it for rent. What are the things you do? If an unknown person comes and asks for rent for your house, will you give it directly? What you will do? First you will take some agreement, 11 months agreement or something. So here also we will do one agreement with the company who wants to take. Okay? And then after agreement you give it? Identity checking. Okay, here that identity check also we will do. Next. Yes, advance. You take advance, isn't it? So here instead of advance we call it as lump sum. Means a lump sum amount we will take it. Of course, rent is whatever advance you are taking is refundable at the end. Here lump sum is not refundable. We will just keep it. And what is the next? Monthly rent. Here instead of taking monthly rent, here we will take royalty for every year at the end of financial year. Similar terminology. Okay? And important thing is time. Okay? Time is very important because you have sold your product to some company for production and that fellow has given you maybe 1 lakh or 2 lakhs and that fellow is earning crores of rupees, then you will be at fault. Is it not? Then an audit fellow will ask you why you have sold it for 1 lakh, which is costing so much of. So if you don't know, if you cannot estimate the power of your technology, so you can limit the time period. Like for renting, you give 11 months rent. After that you see whether that fellow is good or bad, then you can extend it. Similarly here also you can extend this by taking extra money, and if he is not performing well, you can renew it free of cost. Means with your house whatever you can do, similar things you can do with IPR. So the house property, you just keep it in your mind, then everything will be much more easier for you to understand. Okay. This is one form of IPR where process or product can be patented. There is another thing called trademark or trademark registration. For example, you see these are various logos of various companies and colleges, and see Adidas, here it will be small, it is written TM, which is trademark. Sometimes it is written R in a circle, small r, capital R in a circle. It's called registered. Means that color, the font, the style, everything is registered. Registered means nobody can use it. Okay? Here registration, all are registered. I don't know, even NIT Warangal's logo is not registered. Okay? So even we have to register that because anybody can use it. But already it is there in the public domain, so people know that this is NIT Warangal's logo. So it is, but there is a chance. You see, we have that gate in our logo. Similar logo where you can see in TSRTC. Because we don't have anything, that fellow if he registered, then it is not good to use that. Part of that one, little infringement it is. So one should be very careful. Anything, see all these are trademark, and it can be word, even Windows sign. When you open Windows, you will get a one music type of thing, or window logo. You see there it will be written trademark. It is, everything is trademark. So trademark can be word, it can be sign, it can be label, it can be logo. You can make your own design or something and you can make a registration of that. Once you take it, it is unlimited, it is for lifetime. Okay? There is another form of IPR called design. So usually people call it, I have taken a design patent. But it's not design patent. Design is also a form of IPR. So usually this design, we go for ornamental thing. Like when you go to any jewelry shop and that fellow will not ask you to take a photograph. He will say, no, you are not allowed to take photograph, because that design he has protected. He has taken IPR. And a small fellow, a jeweler fellow can make it. So will be at loss. So that's why they don't allow. Everything is design protected. Not only this ornamental thing, you take any object, okay, like car. There are fleet of cars. A slight design change will be there. Before entering into the market, they protect that. Phone, everything, okay. It looks same, but everything is, even TVs, okay, every article, everything is design protected, and its validity is 10 years. And if you, after 10 years, because ornamental things 10 years means ladies will say it's a old design. Sometimes old design will come up once again. So you can renew it by paying little amount. Once again you can renew it. Copyright. So copyright is one form of IPR where literary works and artistic works. Like you might have heard that some people copied my song or copied folklore. Okay, story has been copied. So all these things, if you have a copyright protection, even the textbooks, if you see the third page, it is written copyright and year and some number will be there. So copyright protection, if you take it, then you will be the owner, and it could be the artistic works also, some paintings and other things also you can do it. And validity is lifetime of the inventor plus 60 years. That's why it's not the inventor. The Kishore Kumar song is copied by somebody, then his son or somebody can file a case, okay, to get the benefit. So this is the lifetime of the inventor plus 60 years. Even copyright, if you write a code, okay, that code also can be copyright. You cannot have a patent on that, okay. So you can go for a copyright. ICs also nowadays, IC protection is there for the integrated circuits, layouts, design, and it comes under little bit of design act, but they have listed out little separately. And validity of this one is limited, because you know that ICs, new ICs are coming up, so the old one will phase out. So depending upon your convenience, whether you want to take it for 5 years or 6 years, you can just take it. And you can renew. And geographical indicators, GI. Geographical indicators represents the place. By telling that one can sell the products, but usually this is not being given to any individual. So like Tirupati Laddu, Mathura ke Pede, okay, and you can have Banarasi Sari or Kanjivaram saris. So these are the GI, geographical indicators, that represent the culture and the place, region, okay, and which is unlimited. Like Tirupati Laddu is Tirupati Laddu only, you can sell it here, but nobody holds right on that, only government will have, okay. And plants invented by farmers. So here in 2001 it was introduced. So like you see some of the farmers, they do some hybridization and they create some different products. Is it not like this? Maybe high yield or bigger size fruit or something. So for that one also government has introduced this one, which is also unlimited. Once they take the IP protection of that one, which is unlimited. And the last one is trade secret. Trade secret is also one form of IPR, but it is never been given, because in all these things you need to specify what is the composition, but secret is the one which should not be revealed. If I tell it is a secret, then it is not a secret. So like somebody tells that Coca-Cola composition or Pepsi composition, nobody will tell that one, because if that is revealed out, then their business will go off. So all this MDH, masala, this composition, everything, they never take any patent. no composition, no nothing. They keep it as a secret. But it is also one form of IPR, just I am showing you, but it's never been awarded to anyone. Okay, if it is revealed, then their business is gone. Okay, so these are the various kinds of IPR. Now you have to choose depending upon your work, whether it is a process, product, code, design. Okay, so it falls in this category. If you have written some good article, story or something, you can take copyright and so on. So all these IPRs are territorial rights. Means if you want to take a patent or any protection, IPR protection, you have to think where to take, where the takers are there. If you have produced some good quality rice, you have to take it in India, Nepal, Pakistan, China. These are the people where they eat rice. If you take it in some other part of the world where nobody eats rice, what is the use of that? So depending upon where the customers are there, where people can buy, where you can get some royalty, some money back, okay, or you have to see that some infringement should occur. See, if the lot of demand is there at one place, obviously some people will start duplication. If somebody does that one, we can sue them and get back lot of money. Okay, so you have to think where to be taken. Like you may be thinking like Australian patent is very easy, we'll try to apply and get it. See, the thing is, the purpose of taking patent is not for individual benefit, like okay, I get promotion, okay, for that one only I am taking patent and after that nothing. It's not that one. You have to go for the technology transfer technology and see that it should see into the market. And one thing, like when I said it's a house property you are thinking, it's not like house when you purchase a house and given for rent or anything, or you can sell it also. If you have given for rent, the one thing you have not told is every year it needs maintenance. Is it not? Your house, after 1 or 2 years, you have to maybe whitewashing or this null has broken or this or that, some repairs will come. Similarly for patent, any form of IPR, there is a maintenance fee. It's not that one time you have filed and you got the patent. After granting, every year you need to pay certain amount, then only it will be valid. Let us say for patent, 20 years. If it has to be there for 20 years, you need to pay the maintenance fee every year. Of course, government or the institution will pay, but they will give you a form asking why it is to be renewed. Then you have to say that we are negotiating with some company, they may take it in future, something nonsense we have to write and get it renewed. So renewal for every year. If you skip for 3-4 years, then it will be open there itself. It's like house, you have not put lock to that one and kept it open. What happens? It's a public property, anybody can get into that. So it becomes open. Okay? Maintenance fee also you have to give. It's not like one time you have paid and you are happy. So the patents, like intellectual property, they are doubling every 2 years, and many people with the awareness they are doing. But the final thing is, if you want to go for a patent, first what you need is an idea. Is it not? A good idea, workable idea, or which can earn money, which can give good revenue. So everything begins with idea. Now the question comes, how to get an idea? Is it not? So idea comes when you see any problem in your day-to-day life. Okay? So if you see a problem and you can answer it a better way. Okay? There may be some solution, but you can have it in a better way. Like in my younger days, we used to go to ration shop to bring something, or to movie ticket we used to stand for few hours and get the ticket and see the movie. Nobody does nowadays. So you have an app. Is it not? So similarly, there are many ideas. Can you tell who is he? I think you should not. He is Mr. Rajiv Sam. He is the man behind Nasik Sula. Nasik is famous for grapes. Okay. So this fellow is an NRI. So when he visited Nasik, then every lane, everywhere he used to get the alcoholic smell. Then he said, what is this nonsense? Everywhere I am getting alcoholic smell. Then actually the farmers, they are over producing grapes and they are selling. After that, when their excess thing is there, they are dumping. So that was fermented and it is giving smell. Then this fellow has opened up a company there. He and his fellow mates. They opened a company and took all that extra grapes and then he fermented it and made world class wine, which is called Nasik Sula. And then he acquired a lot of land and he himself started. Now you cannot smell alcoholic smell in Nasik. So because farmers are happy that now you cannot find good quality in the shops also, because everything they are selling it to this fellow for good amount. Exporting and remaining they are selling to this, and this fellow is also creating a lot of farms in Nasik and revenue. It is just he has seen there is a problem. He has solved that problem by putting his revenue and he is earning a lot. Ola, Uber, everybody uses that. What is that? It's just an app. See, earlier we used to call that auto fellow. After getting down, that fellow will ask enormous amount and we will always, there is a quarrel. But we are habituated to that. But even for that, if you have a small app type of thing, and then you can regulate, you can control the prices, got down the prices, and the taxi fellow comes to your house to pick up. In AC car, he will drop you with less price. So how this happened? Because somebody has seen that there is a problem in taking a cab or something. That problem they have sensed and they made an app, Uber, Ola. They are not owning a single, they don't have a single taxi on their company. It's just an app, you have to enroll, that taxi fellow will go and enroll. And once I talked to one of the Ola fellow, how much you are paying to that Ola app because you are using that? He said 25 rupees, 25%. So out of 100 rupees he has to pay 25 rupees. Then I said it's a huge amount you are paying. Then he said, but now I am a freelancer type of thing. Whenever I want, I will put on the device, I am there and I will get a call, I will get the customer, I will drop it, and whenever there is a party or children's birthday at my house, I will switch it off and I enjoy it. In midnight, if I am not getting sleep, I will switch it on. So every time I am getting lot of money without any, sometimes it so happens like there is a rain or something, that auto fellows never get a single customer. But for them, there is no problem. So even then they are happy to pay 25% of their revenue what they are gaining. So this is just a disruptive technology. Now you see local taxis, nobody takes local taxis now. It's a disruptive technology where everybody is using this type of things. Not only that, there are all digital wallets. Who thought that we will use all the digital wallets for paying money? This is just an idea. Like if you are paying certain amount to somebody and you are not getting the chillera or something back, okay? Payment made easy with this one. Everywhere we are using nowadays. So this is just you have to check for the consciousness and check for any problems that are there in your surrounding. And if you can propose a better solution to that, that itself can give you a good IPR. Okay? So this is just to tell you about the different ideas, some more innovative ideas. See, this one I got it in WhatsApp, just I placed it here. One barber in Tamil Nadu, usually barber shop you see there will be a TV nonsense picture or something will be going on, you are just sitting there, is it not? So instead of that one, this fellow has put all that books and literature, newspaper, and he says he is offering 30% off if somebody reads it in that leisure time. So by that way he is getting good revenue. It's just an idea which he has implemented in getting that. Similarly, you must be knowing this fellow. Who is he? OYO founder. What is his name? Ritesh Agarwal. Okay. He became billionaire at the age of 26 just by using the ideas. Okay. So it's not just have an idea and then implement. You have to register that idea, like you have to register and get the intellectual property, advertise properly, and then sell or license it to the industry. So these are the 3 steps one has to do, then the value of patent is really worth. For example, Virat Kohli's favorite water. There must be fans of Virat Kohli, na? This Evian water bottle which costs around 800 rupees per liter. Whereas our Bisleri is about 20 rupees, na? But all the fans, whoever I talk to them, they will say that once in a while I should drink that water. Water is water, whether it is 800 rupees water or 20 rupees water. But but it is selling a lot in Europe because this fellow is advertising for that. So proper advertisement also should be there to get that. And one more thing, like this is all about new products or patents. What about academic ideas? Suppose I am doing some research and I got a very good idea which I want to work. Sometimes you may see that your academic idea is also copied by somebody else, or sometimes it happened to me for my research scholars, like once they write a research paper and send it to a journal, if that editor is not good fellow, obviously he will see, oh, it's a very good work, let us keep it, and he will give that paper to his research scholars, you try to make it out and publish somewhere, till then I will stop this paper. So similar paper will be published by somebody else. Then this fellow simply writes that similar work is already published, rejected. So this type of thing happened to me 1 or 2 times to my research scholars. But how to say that my idea is first? So there is a site called archive.org. So this is the site where you can register. You can type it and you can register free. It's a free one. Cornell University is handling this. So the interesting part is you will be given a login, you will be assigned some number. Whenever you have an idea or a diagram or anything, you have to make it into PDF and then upload. Once it is uploaded, your IP address, date, time, everything and a code will be given to that document. And by the time you make your synthesis or something you do and come up with the paper, somebody has copied similar thing. Then you can simply, by telling this ID and archive number, it's a free thing, anybody can open also. So that if you refer it to the editor, that is already I have put it up in an archive, but similar work has been published by this fellow, then immediately that paper will be retracted, that fellow's paper will be retracted. This is the proof that you are the first person, you got that idea or the design or whatever it may be, for all academic things, academic and management things. So this is the site, okay. So how to identify patentable inventions and how to utilize them? Let me go a little fast. An invention may or may not be patentable. Any invention may or may not be patentable, but an innovation can always be patentable. What is the difference between invention and innovation? What is innovation?
Adding value.
Adding value to that one. Or you can say that if you have 2-3 products and mix it and make a newer product, like jugaad type of thing. In Hindi it is called jugaad. That thing also is definitely patentable. Okay. So I'll give an example on that. So anyway, I have given that house. Always remember that at the back of the mind, so you know what you can do with that one. So most of the big companies, they are putting say 85% of their assets in this IPR, billions of dollars. Rules are same for Indian patent or US patent or Australian patent, everywhere it is same. Don't think that Indian patents are easy and then US patent is difficult. Rules are common. Okay? Only the fees will be different. Indian patent, it is costing around 3,000-4,000 only for registration fee, but if we are through broker we are doing, so everything it may cost 50,000 or 60,000 for Indian patent. For US patent it will be in few lakhs of rupees. So that's the difference. Rules are same, but in USA some extra rights are given to the inventor and license holder. for both the things some extra rights are given. That's why, and they are not good for the sake of inventor. So I am an inventor, I have made something, okay, and then I have licensed to somebody else, and licensed fellow also has some privileges, then it is loss for me. So that's why they call it as negative rights. Okay, only for US it is there. Now let us see what are the prerequisites